Here I'm showing off is my brother's Shark Rotator Professional lift-away. And this particular variant is the red color. I've also seen these in blue, green, and purple. So, anyways, they've had this for a few months now. One of their vacuums apparently had problems. From what they described to me, it had motor failure. And it was around the time when they were just getting ready to put their old condo up for sale, and they were in a hurry trying to get it cleaned, so they went to their next door neighbors to borrow this, but then they eventually gave it to them. So other than that, there's just not really much to show or talk about. I mean, it doesn't have any accessories on board, and this is a used machine, so obviously being given to them, they didn't pay anything for it, which thank goodness, because honestly I don't really care about sharks and I would never pay money for one, no matter how cheap. Even if it's just 1 cent, I would not pay for a shark at all. I'm more of an old school person where I would just rather have something that would be easily repairable, but also something that would last for a very long time, if not the rest of my lifetime. Shark does not fit that field for me, unfortunately. So, of course, it's a bagless, and one of my criticisms with sharks is that they don't really have a very efficient cyclone, where it would always just clog up the filters and dust would get through them, get into the motor, and start causing problems. I also don't like that these are very flimsy. It just feels like I'm going to break them, honestly. And then, like I said, these aren't very repairable for me. I mean, I could service some areas on sharks, but depending on the model, they generally are not very easy to handle. I mean, repairability wise. But to be fair, they do work for what they are. Obviously, it's better to have a shark than having no vacuum cleaner at all whatsoever. I do find the lift-away feature usable. I also do like that this is actually a 2-motor system where you can actually turn the brush roll off for vacuuming bare floors and such. So I'll definitely give them that. But overall, even though it works, I don't really like using it, and neither does my sister-in-law. One of her biggest complaints is that this handle does not like to stay on. Like, this part right here just doesn't hold very well. So, I mean, as long as it works for what it is, I mean, I honestly wouldn't complain much. But still, though, I would much rather use something else. Even if it's a Dyson or a Bissell, I would use one of those two over this any day. And I even like using their other vacuum more as well. So, go ahead and put this on here. Got your power button right here. Yep, that's the thing I was telling you about. So obviously it grooms pretty well, and this is actually one of the only few sharks that I've seen that actually doesn't do that too bad of a job in a carpet. In fact, I remember this model was like one of two listed on the Carpet and Rug Institute where it actually got silvery overall, which I could kind of see that. So, anyways, there you have it, and hope you enjoyed.